This is a picture of me on my third and final inpatient rehab. I was 22 years old. I was smoking a cig. You could see my parents are there visiting me. We did some group therapy, some family dynamics therapy. So in addition to doing 3 inpatient rehabs, I've also been to 7 medically supervised detoxes for heroin addiction by the time I was 22. And when I was 32 and I knew that I needed to stop drinking, I also knew that I was not going back to rehab. My options were get sober on my own or die trying. The main reason I did not want to go back to rehab was because I already knew what they were going to tell me. I'm not spending $40,000 on an inpatient rehab to basically do step work that you could do for free in Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous. I mean, those fellowships are completely free. Most 12-step meetings are completely free. They might ask for a donation. It's like you put $1 in the basket and you don't even have to do that. Number 2, and this is very important, a lot of people come out of rehab worse. You either come out better or you come out worse because you're in there with people who are addicts and alcoholics, and a lot of them are not there to get sober. They're there because they have a legal obligation to be there. They're there for court, or they're there because they're trying to make a family member happy, their parents or their wife. They promised somebody that they would go to rehab, and they don't actually want to get clean or get sober. And you're in there with them, and you're, locked up with their shitty attitude and their shitty way of thinking, pardon my French. And I've seen people do drugs for the first time in rehab. Maybe they went in for alcohol and now they're sniffing a bag of dope because the guy next to them is doing it. I've seen people get drunk in rehab before. I've seen people do all types of things in rehab. So this is the same reason why going to prison doesn't rehabilitate people, because you're locked up with a bunch of other criminals, sometimes violent ones. So like I said, this time I knew I wasn't going to go back to rehab. I knew I was going to get sober, or I was going to die trying.